Alright, so, like, my hosting thing is kicking in. I like energy. Like, I feed off energy. So, I will ask you guys, if they ask you guys, to put the energy up. You know what I'm saying? Because as poets, as artists, like, we feed off energy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
True that, true that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Breakfast with Champions. Like, energy is like Wheaties for poets, yo. Like, the more energy we get, the more we can give out. Is that cool?
That's cool.
So, you know what I'm saying? When I say something y'all like, you say, okay, you know what I'm saying? Give me a little feedback. If I say something you do not like, you can be quiet. No,
well, at least be honest, though, right?
Right? You know what I'm saying? We family. So if you hear something, in fact, if you hear something and be like, yo, I want to talk about that in the middle of the phone, go ahead. Let's talk about it. Just engage. You know what I'm saying? Is that cool?
That's cool.
Alright. So it is National Poetry Month.
Hey.
What am I doing?
Stepping away.
Oh, I'm stepping away from the camera. I like walking around and shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. So it's National Poetry Month, and so this feature is not going to be about me, because there are a lot of black poets that are. I come from a lineage of great black poets, and it's imperative to me that I make sure that people understand and are akin to that, and they connect with that. So I'm going to share a couple of poems that are not mine, and I'll mix some of my poems in there as well. Is that cool?
That's cool.
Is that cool? Cool. So one of my favorite poets is a brother by the name of Etheridge Knight. Etheridge Knight is a con poet. So there's this genre of poetry that came out of brothers that were incarcerated. There were writing programs that people had to kind of get them, to give them a sense of still being connected to their community. And out of that, those programs came this brother Etheridge Knight, whose poetry is just, it's off the chain. So I wanted to get this piece with you. Is that all right?
That's cool.
It's called Feeling Fucked Up.
Whoa.
Lord, she gone. The left me. The packed up and split. And I with no way to make it come back, and everywhere the world is bare, bright bone white, crystal sand glistens, dope, death, dead, dying and jiving, done drove her away, made her take her laughter and her smiles, her softness, and her midnight sighs. Fuck culture. And music, and clouds drifting in the sky, fuck the sea, and trees, and the skies and birds and alligators and all the animals that roam the earth, fuck Marx, and Mao, fuck Fidel, and Nkrumah, and democracy, and communism, fuck smack, dope, pops, and red ripe tomatoes, fuck Joseph, fuck man, fuck God, Jesus, and all of the disciples, fuck Benin, Nixon, and Malcolm, fuck the revolution, fuck freedom, fuck the whole motherfucking thing.
That's what we talking about. Interact.
All I want is my woman back.
Oh man. You're wrong.
My soul.
You're wrong, man.
My soul.
Hey. That man said all he wants is woman back.
Imagine. These prosaic words. Hung on the couch's lips of emancipated souls swinging on trees too short for pain to undergo true interpretation. Images. Carrying beats, mimicking motion, and concrete jungles of nostalgia while nocturnal Picassos try to capture legacy and milliseconds. Loaded. Linguistics ride waves seeking through the separation created by too close for comfort conditions, speaking to the same souls that no one sees the semblance. An experience eyes wage war with brain telling soul that bodies urges unwantable, where thoughts compete with the strength of an arm or voice, lost in its own lust. See these artists talk innards with revelation, guides in the thunder of a bass speaks to souls long lost to the sting of the voice in history. Now held within a disc.
Yeah.
Hi-hat, bass, smile, and treble. make agile virgin nouns tremble, waking the war spirits of long-lost warrior kings while strings keen let queens sing. Evolution, that's what we bring. Revolution keeps breathing, gasping, sputtering, scratching, wheezing. Backpacks carry sauce, lost the beat. Students of Reformation lost to what they speak. Dull breakdowns with color vibrant from hand-to-hand Rembrandt. Real landscapes where paper meets sound. But with calligraphy turns alley and the gallery, money ain't the motive. That lies only in name. This fame calls holy his name. Realizing that human creation is nothing more than lust for divinity. Heard in saints and gangs of a language strong enough to hold both secure. To see this movement speaks to souls in a voice no mortal can ever mimic. It's the power beyond the chorus, the beats, the lyric. Like water with the strength beyond that of even solid rock. That's the gift the music gave when they gave us hip-hop.
Whoa.
In poetry.
Yes, in poetry.
I did that? Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah?
All right, like 2 people did that. That's cool.
You was the third. I was the fourth, I think.
Well, y'all did that, or you did that. Everybody know who's Jill Scott Heron? Everybody know who Jill Scott Heron is?
Yes, Mr. Poet.
Gil Scott Heron. Yeah. He is one of my favorite poets, and unfortunately he passed last year. Rest his soul.
Yeah, rest his soul.
And some one of my favorite pieces from Brother Heron. Whitey on the moon.
Whitey on the moon.
A rat done bit my sister nails, but Whitey on the moon. Her face and arms began to swell, and Whitey's on the moon. I can't pay no doctor bills, but Whitey's on the moon. 10 years from now, I'll be paying still, while Whitey's on the moon. The man just upped my rent last night, because Whitey's on the moon. No hot water, no toilets, no lights, but Whitey is on the moon. I wonder why he's not for me, because Whitey's on the moon. I was already paying $50 a week with Whitey on the moon. Taxes taking my whole damn check. Junkies is making me a nervous wreck. The price of food is going up, and if all that shit wasn't enough, a rat done bit my sister nail.
And Whitey's on the moon.
And Whitey's on the moon. Her face and arms began to swell.
Whitey's on the moon.
How come there ain't no money here?
And Whitey's on the moon.
You know, I just about had my fill.
Whitey's on the moon.
I think I'll send these doctor bills. Airmail special.
So Whitey's on the moon. All right. So you know,
I'm going to share 2 more pieces with y'all, all right?
what ship you receiving, that's cool.
Keep in mind, the base is the heart. Beating love for companions, samples of memories from the deepest chasms between the quick step of joy, bass, and the deception of syncopation. Your mind, marveled as the synthesis has lost all voluntary regulation of body. See, this is natural. Don't fret. Just sweat. Let the drum major exhibit his rhythm with your feet. Let the keyboard tinker with your mood, tribulation to the fifth grind. Let strings pull toasters closer till they are glued by sin. Nah, we ain't got no water. Let the motherfucker turn to action dust. Even the hardest hearted turn to mush in this rust color more familiar to you, because even the gangsters got something they dance to. See, lyrics bring no falsehoods. Passion round is red, tears and sure resolve. So you got to follow law, so in simplicity the pleasures abound. Like the slip of a gown, the sip taking its time to go down. All this jostle and bustle ain't got no time for clowns. The right time is always now. The risk of the profound, you got to get that ass up. You ever gonna get down? Words of your truth. The mimic of life's instruments, his time, the soul's groove, tickled by his fiend and need, it has always and forever remained true that man is at best a slave to muse. Nobody can tell spirited souls what to do, how to move, the right ways to act, the shoulds and how-tos of day. They themselves ain't got no clue.
Yeah.
Do you watch City Box and Lindy House? Your tick tops and locks, your backhead bounces, snaps and stops, your
Yeah.
wide crumps and Humpty Humps. Because this ain't just about the jump and jive, y'all. This is how we kept history alive.
Right.
Kept the ecstasy of humanity in a place where spirits thrive, how we have transferred the lost, resurrected the forgotten. This is the pure form which gods and mortals converse first, turf, the clean of skirt, shirt, hugging bosom, and what? Embrace this. This is the entire choice of love, this wall one ritual. Bodies calling for an ample heart to respond. Hoping to form bonds. Holy unions in this union with communion, because while God has failed to unite us all, the beats,
Yeah.
the beats,
Yeah.
the beats, well, that remains all-consuming. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to end with this piece. It was actually about a poet. I wrote this in my piece about a poet. Anybody heard of Lucille Clifton?
Whoa. Man down.
Lucille Clifton.
Sorry to hear that
So
one.
Lucille Clifton is a black poet. She's a female black poet. She specialized in the short form. And she was the poet
She
laureate.
specialized like I do.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
In the short form.
Yes, very short. Hit him quick. Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
And her poetry came, actually, she started right around 40s, 50s, and then transcended into that time where black poetry really started picking up in terms of consciousness. And so she was around the civil rights era. She is really one of the mothers of poetry. And she died a couple of years ago. And growing up, studying poetry, I started out writing in the short form, and she was just a tremendous influence to me in being able to say what needed to be said without rambling like us poets do sometimes. For the spirit of Lucille Clifton. Lucille! Really a sweet name. Those hips of yours that could whirl me for a spell. You ceased to be laureate of poems the year I was born, in a state that reared me. The only connections we shared set the wide-eyed adoration of words we kept where you keep love. Our world is another place. You have left no blood untouched. Your kitchen awaits with syrup sweet as life revisited. Forgive my tardiness to you. It is, as they say, true. It is only when the forgotten are lost that we remember. When they lay you down, this poem at the end of your world. Tell us good news about the earth. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for coming.
And if y'all want to keep track of what I do and whatever, or just hear me ramble about different stuff about life, hit me up on Facebook. I am HAMZATSANI, Hamza Sani. I'm easy to find. Or you can find me at random poetry spots. I usually am at Urban Grind every Wednesday. So if you want to come out there, make sure you do that. And please, we want to support this coffee shop and the coffee shops around around Atlanta that support us as poets, as people of color, as coffee lovers. So please make sure you support this shop. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, give it up for him. He was real good. And, I've had the opportunity to hear him on numerous occasions, and he always comes with it. It's always real good. I believe I'll do another piece, and then I'll call Parables up.